Hello everyone, welcome back to Tom's Kitchen. Tonight we're going to do a real simple meal. I like simple meals on the weeknights, and we're going to cook Iowa pork chops. So just so you can see what an Iowa pork chop is, it's a center cut pork chop, but you can see they're almost 2 inches thick. So the trick with this is you want them to cook, but you don't want the outside to burn. So we're going to do it in a two-step method. We're going to pan fry them in the grill to put a nice coating crust on them, and then we'll put them in the oven to finish baking. So I've put these in a brine for about a half hour just to give them a little more moisture inside, soak up some of the salt, some of the sugar, give it a little more flavor. But the only thing I'm going to season the pork chops with is some fresh cracked pepper and a little kosher salt. Sprinkling on high so it gets a nice distribution. And let me just turn these over to the other side. And then a nice little crack of pepper there, a little salt. Okay, have a nice 10-inch cast iron skillet here. I just put a little vegetable oil in the pan. It should be seasoned well, but just to make sure. And let me just move that around. And we're just going to give them a nice sear. So an important thing to remember is after you do brine it, make sure you take some paper towels and pat it dry, because you don't want to be just putting, loose bits of water into hot oil. That's going to splatter. It's not going to get a good color. So let's just let that go for a few minutes. I'd say probably we're looking at 2 to 3 minutes per side. And then we'll turn them, and then we'll put them in the oven. So let's just check back in a few minutes. Okay, it has been 3 minutes on each side. And let's take a closer look so you can see how brown that they should get. Let's take a quick look in there. So sizzling away, they've gotten a nice brown color. They're sizzling away. They look great. So the next step is the very easy step. Is we're just going to put them in the oven and let them finish cooking. So just grab the pot over here. And in they go in a 375 degree oven. And we're going to check those in about 20 minutes. Let me set the timer. I'll check the temperature at about 18 minutes, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes, and I did check at 18. They were at a very nice 149 degrees. So pork is good as long as you cook it to 145. I know our parents used to like to cook it to about 395, but they've changed a lot of the ways they manufacture and farm pork, so no one I know has ever gotten trichinosis, so I think we're going to be safe here. Let's just take this out. And let's show you a quick look. They look delicious. Lots of pan juices in there. So I'm going to take the pork chops out. Put them on a plate. I'm going to tent them with some foil. Oh, and just so you know, those pork chops, I was visiting family out in Belvedere, Illinois, which is about 20 miles south of Clinton, Wisconsin. And there's a great little butcher in Clinton, just in case you're ever in the Rockford, Belvedere area, called Country Pride Meats. So if you happen to be up there, stop in a Country Pride Meats and get yourself some tasty treats. So I'm going to drain all of this off. I'm going to let the fat come to the top because we'll put those juices back in. So I'm going to put the stove back on because there are some crunchy bits on there that are going to be good. So we're going to make a little wine, Dijon mustard, butter sauce to put on top of the pork chops. So I have about a cup of red wine here. If you don't like a really winey flavor, you could use half a cup of red wine, half a cup of chicken stock. Let's just put that in there. Got that heat cranked up. I'm going to do a little scraping, get those bits off. It's on a nice high heat. This pan is at 375 degrees, so this should start to reduce pretty quickly. Take a look at our juices here. And there's enough fat in there where I don't think I'm going to save that to put in here because it's maybe a good tablespoon, 2 teaspoons full of actual pork juices where the rest seems to be rendered fat. So we don't want to do that. So this is coming along nicely. Got a little Dijon mustard, so I'm just going to give it a little squirt. We want about a teaspoon, maybe a little stronger because we have all that wine. Put that in there. Give that a little stir. Get that dissolved. And let's bring it a little bit closer. Break that apart. And we should almost be good to go, but of course, what always finishes off a sauce the best way? Can you guess? It's right here. It's a tablespoon of butter. So again, you don't have to put the butter in, but if you do, you're going to be very happy. So the great thing is the pork, you can let this sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. They're still going to be nice and warm. This sauce is just about done. Yep. I'm going to say that is done. Now, of course, while I had the oven on, I decided to slice up some zucchini. So these were zucchini about an inch to an inch and a half in diameter. So I sliced them a little bit less than a 1/4 inch. So this is 5 zucchini. Put them on a baking sheet, a little cooking spray on that, shingled them out, a little salt, a little pepper, a little crushed red pepper, some oregano, and then breadcrumbs. And then I just drizzled on some olive oil. Let me show you the olive oil I used. It was that. It's a great olive oil that I got as a gift from the Careful Peach Boutique in beautiful downtown Oak Park. So make your way over there, say hello to Karen for me, and enjoy. So it's time for dinner. So until we eat again, stay healthy, stay well, and look forward to chatting with you next time. Bye-bye.